Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Right now it's about 11:30 at night. I just finished doing some light painting outside. I made a video of it, but right now I'm going to take the photos off of my camera, and while I take the photos off my camera, download them onto the computer, and take you outside to show you the video and how I got this cool shot. Also guys, at the end of the video I'll show you what's in my bag and the equipment that I used and how I use it. Now what's up guys, so I am doing this thing. I'm finally getting somewhere. This is take number 8. So I don't know how bright I am, but steel wool, steel whisk with a string, loop it around, okay? You're gonna kind of spread it out. This is steel wool, like the 000 or quadruple zero is really fine steel wool. You're gonna spread it apart. Then you're going to push it into the whisk. Alright. And this is nighttime. We're doing long exposure photography here. And I'm going to show you how to do some cool stuff, because as long as you have the settings in a certain way on your camera, all manual settings, it works out. Now, I'm going to show you real quick. Go over to the camera. Alright, so here's the camera. Right now I've got my 14mm. It's a 14mm Rokinon. It's a 2.8 prime lens anyway, and my settings are as such: ISO 200, f6, and I'm on bulb, and I'm using this, and all I'm doing is I'm using the hold, so basically as if I'm holding the shutter button. That's it. Once I turn it on, I can walk around out there. It won't capture me because it's so dark out over here. I also have a flash unit, which is going to flash my model right here, which will be sitting down. And we're going to do some pretty cool stuff. This is all light painting. I also have a flashlight that's not working out so great because it keeps on turning off on me. But I'm going to do some light painting. I'm going to try to print her name over her head. I'm going to use the light wand behind her, and then I'm also going to use this behind her, and then I'm going to hit her with the flash when I'm all set and done. Then we'll come back and I will turn off the shutter, and then I'll show you the finished product. All right, we are going live. When you're ready, Megan, I need you to sit. Okay. We're good. All right, so she's sitting, as you can see here. She's sitting down right there. And you can see it's really dark. We're just in the backyard. Snow on the ground, looks really cool. And I'm going to turn off the flashlight. First thing I'm going to do is the light wand. If this thing will hold for me, it'll be okay. Alright, here we go. We're going live. And we are on. Alright, we're going to do the wand first. See if this thing works out here. A lot of stuff happening here, so you're behind her with the wand. You'll kind of see it. There we go. Alright, turn the wand off. Now I can walk around while that thing is being exposed because I'm in dark clothing. Now, let's do her name, and let's see if I can get it right this time. Alright, we're going to make an M. Oh, there it goes. Come on. Jump. There we go. M. Go with an E. Alright. I'm going to go with the G. go with an A. And then we're going to go with an N. Okay, we got Megan. Now let's do some cool steel wool. Back behind her. Here we go. Ready? Kick it. Hit the ground with it. Down. Now I'm going to come out and I'm going to hit her with the light. Standing still, Megan. There we go. And I'm going to close the shutter. Now, let's take a look. You can come over here, Megan. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Okay. Let's see what we came up with. Right there. Yeah, it looks like it says Megan on it. Interesting. Alright, cool. We'll take that inside. Alright guys, we're back. I downloaded the photos on the computer. I opened them up in Lightroom. And now let's take a look at what we have. So, my first one that I did was right here. This was just my test shot. You can see it was 30 seconds long, ISO 100, and f6.3. And I was just trying to get an idea of what kind of light am I working with right here. So I took another shot and I checked, and so I did the ISO, and I put it on the bulb as I showed you on my first shot. It was 93 seconds long, so that's what, a minute and a half. F9 ISO 100. This is what I came up with. If I wanted to make some adjustments, I can make some whatever. This isn't the one that I want to check. So then we moved on to the next one, and apparently that was 6 seconds, so that was a mess up. So here's one that was 117 seconds. So what's that? That is pretty close to 2 minutes. And I was doing this W thing, 2 W's and an O. I was trying to do wow. Now you'll see me right here in the center, and you can actually, I might be able to get myself to pop up a little bit. There I am right there. You'll see, watch, look at this. I'm right in the middle. So that was like the first shot that I did. Still at ISO 100. Not bad. Can do a lot better. Boost the clarity, a little boosty haze. You can get some, but not the one that I'm really messing with. Move on. So now this is the one where I did some circles with my light wand, and then I try to write my name right here. You can see it, M-I-K-E, and then there I am in the middle. So nothing special there. Move on. I did it again, Mike, and then now this one I'm at ISO 200, f6.3, and then 140 seconds. So that's almost 2.5 minutes. So using the light wand, the flashlight, and then of course doing the steel wool, and then flashing myself here in the middle. Same thing, and then I did it again here, thinking I might, if I put the light closer to me, but then you'll see it just blew me right out. You might be able to drop, yeah, there you go. Not too bad. Drop the highlights, we'll bring this exposure back up. So you can see the K right through my face. It works, but not exactly what I was going for. Kind of cool though. Interesting shot. I could probably play with that and make it look really cool. Do the same thing here. I'll just do the previous. Yeah, same thing. Nothing special. So once I brought my wife out, and I tried some ISO 200 f6.3, 130 seconds. So that's 2.5 minutes about, or 2 minutes and 10 seconds actually. And this is where I messed up with the flashlight. So it was all messed up. And then of course I wrote her name, the letters backwards. but you can see she stayed pretty still, and I was pretty happy with that shot. So we went for the next shot, and this is the video, the last video that I did, and this shot actually came out pretty cool. You'll see I got the MEGAN. I did the big light wand all the way around, and then I did a couple swirls. This swirl right here on the outside area, this is because of the light wand area. So let's just do a quick edit on this. I'm going to drop the highlights a little bit. I'm going to pick up the shadows. Actually, let me do this. I have a regular preset. Let's see what that does. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So I made my own preset. I bring up the contrast, I drop the highlights, I bring up the shadows, and then I boost the clarity and the dehaze a little bit. I could probably do a little more. A lot of these things work pretty decent depending on what the look is that you want. And then, whoops, that always seems to happen. And then one of the other things I do, I go down here and I make sure that I do enable profile corrections. The thing tells me it's my Rokinon, exactly everything I've got, and then I remove chromatic aberration. I always do this no matter what. I will always set up the sharpening and then the masking to half. If I need to use noise reduction, I will, but I'm at ISO 200, so it's not a big deal. And then I could probably mess with some of these things to really mess around with it. I got a lot of light out here. You see all this light back here? I don't necessarily need all that, so I can take off some of the shadows. The shadows are what's going to bring that up. It looks kind of cool with it. If I bring up some of the highlights, it makes that really bright. So now, the light that I'm using, look how green this is. That's because it's an LED light. It's pretty interesting how that works. Now she's also a little bit blurred. You can't really tell when she's far away. But she's a little bit blurred because she sat there the whole time. The whole time she's sitting there, obviously she's not going to move around. You can see the chair will stay, the chair is solid, legs are solid, but you know, she did the best she could to sit. 2.5 minutes, right? 1:30, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So that's a long time to try to get somebody to sit still. So you'll see that I used the light wand. I went and then I did a little swirl, and then I wrote her name, and then I went back here and I did the steel wool, and then I came up, went back behind her, and then I flashed her with the flash. So this is a pretty cool shot. I'm pretty happy with that shot right there. Maybe I can do a little something like this. Just mess around with some whoop, nope, I don't want that. I want it to the outside. You bring it out, you know, and then it kind of makes that happen. Now this is just a little type of filter that I'll use. Maybe I'll bring in a little bit more. I can use that. It looks kind of cool. And then I can boost this up a little or drop it down. I'll bring it up just a hair. And I'm pretty happy with that shot. I think it's really cool. Now this is a little bit blown out right here. Now that's because the light from my wand is hitting it. And but like I said, I'm pretty happy with the shot. I think it's a cool shot. So this is a shot I'm probably going to use for the thumbnail on my YouTube channel, and I'll probably put light painting. And this is all one exposure. Everything I did here in one exposure. Really cool. Really excited. There you go. There's that. And that's, I use Lightroom. I can do the same thing in Photoshop. If you guys don't have Lightroom, Photoshop, there is a free thing called GIMP. Go to Google, type in GIMP, GNU Image Manipulation Program. Go to GIMP.org, and this is a free download, and you can do all the different editing stuff on this. It's free. I've never used it, but if you don't have Photoshop, GIMP is pretty powerful. Probably do everything you want it to do. So that's that. I'm not sponsored by GIMP. I'm not getting paid by GIMP. It's just something that you guys can use, okay? Alright guys, so I told you I'm going to show you what I was using out there. So the body is the 5D SR. You can use any body, any camera, it doesn't matter, as long as you've got, as long as you have full manual control over your camera, you can use anything. So with a cell phone, this is what I was using to shoot the video. I can also shoot photos with this, and the idea is with this one I've only got basically 30 seconds. I will try something different with the Expert RAW application on the cell phone. Now that is a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, so it's got the really good cameras and all that stuff, but that's beside the point. Okay, so what's in my bag? In my bag is a 5D SR. I've also got the 70 to 200 2.8. I did not use this to take that shot. I used the 14 mil 2.8. That is what's in the bag. Show you 2.8, 14 millimeter 2.8. Okay, use this. It's a manual lens, manual focus. There's no autofocus on it. Not a big deal. I don't use it for anything that I need an autofocus with. I haven't vlogged with it yet. I might try to do that, but not sure. But anyway, I'll typically use this for Milky Way shots, landscape type things, and then what I was just doing there. Also, I have a 24 to 105. This is an f4, so it's not that fast, but it's pretty good. It works. I was using it for other stuff the other night. I also have a 5D Mark III as a backup. That's 5D Mark III right there. That's my backup camera. What else do I have? Oh yes, I just bought this not too long ago. This is a 2x multiplier for my, it's the 2x multiplier, as you can see. Hopefully it'll focus in on it. And the sports and stuff like that at the school when I'm shooting, like mostly outdoor stuff with good lighting. And it's difficult. I tried it the other day when my son was playing basketball. I was able to get something, but even in the good lighting in the basketball, I mean, the lighting's terrible in any of those gyms, so it doesn't matter. But I was able to get something. This is what I use for my flash, just a cheap Amazon Speedlight flash. It was like 40 or 50 bucks, I don't know, something like that. It's not expensive. It's a newer, I don't know if it shows, newer Speedlight WN561. That's the name, the number on it. Anyway, I had it on full power, and then this is my $1 million accessory, a piece of aluminum foil. And what I do with that is like shooting a wedding or anything that I need a little bit of fill, like fill in the shadows, I just kind of tilt that forward or whatever, however much power I need, or light, and it bounces and it works as a bounce light. And sometimes I'll tilt it or something like that, but for what I did tonight, I just opened it up and just had it pointed. Obviously, a whole bunch of batteries. I carry times that I was shooting myself and even the wife on, you might, there it goes, you can kind of see it blinking. And so I could be pretty far away with this. This would go on top of your camera, right on top of the camera, right? And then this is where you hook up your flash, and then you put your flash on top of a tripod, and then you set this up somewhere. And that's what I did. So I just set this on the tripod. I actually laid it down, but then I set it up like this, and then when I was out of the photo, I just pushed the button and it flashed. A nice little tripod for my cell phone. The cell phone goes on there. Okay. That's how I do my cell phone videos and photos of the Milky Way or whatever. If I need a tripod, I need to put my phone on a tripod. Boom, just like that. Guys, this is great, even for vlogging, because I can kind of turn it and I can have the cell phone pointed towards me. This is the flashlight. This flashlight's awesome. Really good for light painting. This is the Ozark Trail 1250L. I don't know if it'll look at it. 1250L. And what I was using for a light wand. So this is one of those light tubes for the light fixtures. You know, like the T8s and the T12s or T whatever the number is. But anyway, it goes inside there. It's nice. It's just a piece of plastic. And so what I did was I took some sandpaper, and you'll see I scuffed it. I scuffed the whole thing. And I take the flashlight and I put it in one side. Nice thing is, I put a piece of black construction paper almost. It's kind of pretty thick construction paper. It's black. And I'll put this in there. You'll see I'll turn it on. And it goes all the way to the end. So, in darkness, it's lit up. Now, first time I used it was tonight. I put a piece of aluminum foil right down here on the end, so that way it reflects the light back. I've got the black paper inside, so that way I hold the light, the black shines towards me, you don't see me. If I didn't put the black on there, the light would be shining everywhere, I would be illuminated, you'd see me in the photo. Can't have that. So then I would do that, and I would do the twist, and then I do the turn. That's how I use that. So let's talk about steel wool. Here's your steel wool pieces. This is I got the 00. This one's the 40, but it's really, really fine. It even says like super fine on it, I believe it does, right? Super fine. It's steel wool. Alright. You just take a little piece, just a little bit. You don't need much. Look, it's like barely anything. And then you spread it. You spread it out. Alright, so now we got a lot of air in there, right? You get yourself some whisks. These are steel whisks. Alright? I got these at Walmart. There was a set of 3. There was this one, this is the small one, there was a medium, and then there was a large one. I used the small one. I don't need anything bigger. I mean, how long are you planning on doing? If I'm doing a big orb or something, then I'm just going to put a little extra steel wool in there. But anyway, you spread it out, then you put it in there, alright? Make sure it stays down there in the end, right? Take a lighter, light it. You'll see just a few little sparks. If you haven't done this before, just a few little things. If you blow on it, right, you'll see those sparks really start to light up. So then you spin it, and you just start doing this, and obviously it picks up the air, and that's how you get that big thing. You got to have the long exposure in order to see all those things going, darkness, whatever. That's how I do it. That's what's in my bag. Very crucial. This is called an intervalometer. So there's a lot of different settings on here. It's pretty simple actually, but I didn't need the batteries in here because it still works as a remote. And see this little button right there? You'll see, watch, see how it's yellow? That's my remote. That's my trigger for like when you're doing your thing. Push it, right? That's how it works. To shoot the letters when I was doing that, This is just a cheap Walmart flashlight. And obviously it's cheap because it doesn't want to work. So right now it's not working. So, you know, just cheap stuff, man. There's no reason to be spending thousands of dollars on stuff when you can do it. There it goes, see? When you can do it for cheap. Have some fun. Get out there, try stuff. That's how I learned, was just get out there and give it a shot. Whatever. I mean, if I failed, I failed. And like I was saying, thanks for watching. I know it's a little long, and hope you guys come back for more. Leave me a comment below if you have any suggestions. Maybe you want to learn some more. Maybe I said something wrong. Maybe there's something that you did that was different. There's no exact setting that is correct. It's just the settings that you use that work. That's it. Alright? So until next time, I will see ya. Mike Maxwell. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a comment. Like it. Share it. Show some people. Alright? See ya.